Welcome to Mango Bay. We talk cricket, nationalism, black dudes. It's very fun. Come on down.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/Mango Bay. Mango.
Bay.
Nasty. Oh, welcome to Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama, Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari.
And we're bringing you the South Asian tamasha, the fun, the recklessness, the whodunit.
Who done it? Right? It's a mystery vibe.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mystery now.
What's up? The whodunit. The kya baat hai.
I'll tell you who done it is our Patreon subscribers.
They've been doing it. Blast off a show a couple of days ago in LA. Brown people coming up the window. Gave them all the Patreon links. I just be doing that now. I'm just like, give me your phone. These little drunk Indians. I'm just putting the Patreon. Type in, tap it in.
You know, we need to get a QR code.
Yeah. Because these people were like, I just want to give you money. Let me give you money. And I was just like, you're right. You hear about it. It's too clunky. And I'm like, you know what? These little drunk tech boys who are guilty about their own path, throw them down a little bit, down the rabbit hole of Mango Love. Which we have early access, bonus content, archived episodes, and just all manner
Discord
of
server.
So Discord server. And you know what? I've been thinking a lot about this, and I want to put 2 or 3 more new things on there regularly. I don't know what it's going to be.
Guys, if you have any ideas of other things you want to see us do,
I was really looking at it.
And don't be some bastard Indian who's going to be like, yeah, I want you to read a book. Yeah, why don't you read a book, man?
No phrase has ever started with like, hey, buddy, and been
Hey, why
buddy.
don't you be funny for a change or something, huh? Instead of disrespecting the community that you can't disrespect, huh?
I tried to do like an Ethiopian video. I'm like, this won't get any hate from uncles.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how about you do your research before talking about the biblical Abyssinians? I'm like, dude, can uncles get off my dick for 1 second? For 1 second, every video.
I know.
Boycott Starbucks. Actually, Israel is a really great country. And the coffee is delicious. Jesus Christ, dude.
The Israel vibes have stayed pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like the whole... all the protests and everything, they haven't really died down at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, though, for me. I'm like, was this like a BLM moment? Because, you know, why the Israelis just keep doing fucked up shit there.
Right.
So there's more flare-ups, you know what I mean? It's not like with the summer of George Floyd or whatever. They would just go and like, let's go kill some more black people, the cops would, right?
I got a hankering.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that, and then there would be like another massive flare-up, right? There was like a couple incidents there that were all grouped together, and then it kind of ended, right?
Right.
Because Joe Biden won the presidency. That was basically why, if we're going to be realistic.
I remember seeing like people partying in West 4th Street. I'm like, this is about to go really bad.
Oh yeah, it's going to go so bad.
When you're making Biden to Woodstock 69, it's just y'all
I remember
don't
that too.
realize.
Even just out here on Nostrand, all the whitest people were out like, we won.
Y'all remember he's still a white guy who sucks, right?
Yeah, I know. This actually reminds me of when Obama first won. This was amazing. I remember I was out on the street in Midtown. I was working around there. I was working late at the office. And Obama won, and people were freaking out on the streets, and everyone's just like, da, 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 da. And I see a guy, he's like a pretzel hot dog vendor, Arab guy or whatever.
Redundant, obviously.
And, you know, a pretzel guy. A pretzel guy who likes bombs.
You know what I'm talking about.
So I see him, and then there's like this group of excited like white people. They're like, free pretzels for Obama.
Oh, God.
And then this Arab guy goes, and he just slowly kind of shrivels up. You know, you can see the vibe around him just get really tense because it was like you know how Philadelphia sports fans celebrate? They throw like a prison riot. They spew feces all over the building.
I mean, they shank minorities and stuff. And that's when they win, right? That's when they actually win.
Exactly.
In honor of this win, we shall kill Abdul.
Yeah.
Poor guy. And these... And this guy's just trying to sell some pretzels. He's like not even trying to,
No, he was just like, yes, everybody happy. Who doesn't want to celebrate with a hot pretzel? Habibi,
love.
But they're like, yeah, we do want to. Free pretzels for Obama. And this is like white people. You know what I mean?
I mean, white people are still the only ones that get excited for pretzels. I mean, they see a pretzel.
It is their food.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
I'm sorry, you've misunderstood. This is all I have.
Yeah.
This is my entire...
Yeah, it's my life.
Drone him.
No mustard. If I can tip it, tip the cart. I remember being in Sears when Obama won or something like that. It was like in that time period. And some black lady who was like at the cashier just like yelling out, man, you ain't gonna do shit. And that might have been the most
astute. What a prophet she was.
And, Pranav said the most interesting things on this podcast. I think still trumped by Shaniqua in terms of just ability to find out what the pulse is.
Yeah. She knew.
I ain't gonna do shit.
She knew, dude.
Shaniqua be knowing.
She did.
Because he didn't do shit.
She really be knowing.
She didn't do shit. And she was pretty astute. Then I went back next week. She was like, Obamacare ain't really covering nobody.
Yeah, I know. Well, Patrice O'Neill had the best bit about it, where he was just like, we want to hate Obama, but you guys criticizing Obama, you're not giving us a chance to. You know what I mean? Like, we don't like him either. It was a great bit. Do you want to see if I can find it?
Do I hit it up? Because Obama, I think, again, the biggest black affront you could do is be corny, and he was a little corny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If you're corny, it doesn't matter if you get welfare for all. Food stamps is usable on hot food too. Who cares? You're corny.
Okay, on being honest about Obama.
Fair. I mean, honesty would be nicer with the racial game. I mean, I like to talk to white people about being honest about Obama. You gave it a shot. You did. You gave it a 2-year shot. Like, oh yeah, I tried to. We tried to. But it's just, it fell apart. It really did. And I'm gonna tell you something you don't know about black folks. We would be on your side. In talking to white people, we would be on your side a lot more if you would, just not ever talk about how you feel about anything racial. We will catch up to you. Now, serious.
So right. This is so true.
Right. He is
it's
right.
the most true. It's moments like these that make me really sad, actually.
Yeah.
Because I wonder the laughs and the stuff he could have said about Floyd and, like him in this era would have been just fucking monstrous,
Yeah.
Patrice.
I know. He would have been amazing.
But
sometimes I'm like, am I some kind of lame old-timey edgelord who... Because I'm like, Patrice O'Neill would have been... We need him right now.
Because, people forget that his crime was gang rape, People forget that. Like, it wasn't just like armed robbery. Like, he was in a train that went awry.
Yeah.
Got off the tracks.
Was that what happened?
Yeah. Apparently, again, here we go. Jesus Christ. Opie Anthony vibes.
I remember the whole story he told.
What do you mean?
I'm confirming.
Yeah.
Checking. Yeah. Basically, he went to jail, and he went to juvie jail for...
It's like 15, 16.
Yeah, well, apparently it's a train, again, gone awry.
Okay.
The caboose was not, it's cold driven.
What's the train called in Boston again? The T?
The T went south. The T went south.
Oh, no.
I think the woman basically said it was not consensual or something, but, what part of the train became not consensual? Apparently was like what the story was about.
She's like, not you.
No. It was like the caboose was fine, but then like the back, the 3 through 5 was.
Well, Patrice said it was a white girl, and him and his friends double teamed or triple teamed her, and afterwards she felt kind of ashamed about it, and then accused everyone of rape. That's what Patrice said.
Jesus Christ,
poor guy,
poor girl,
poor whoever's at
whatever's
fault there.
out. Yeah,
or who's ever the actual victim there, but yeah.
Anyways, he's funny. He's a funny guy.
He is a funny
Still
man.
funny.
He was a very funny guy. Sensitive man, actually, but...
No.
We might have to edit all of this out, actually, Joe.
No, I think we're good. It's all good. Bad, but good.
I'm just so tired.
Should we jump into Jungly real quick? Let's just
what
jump
do you got? What's going on? How you been, dude?
I'm all right.
I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages.
I feel like... just what's Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I've been on like a fun party
But
train.
you've been kind of going, and I had some gigs and out of town. I've been kind of going out. I just came back from LA. You know, a weird thing happened. I tried to do the skip lag thing, you know, where I do the hidden city flights for cheap.
Yeah.
Where if it's like LAX to New York to Boston, I just get off on the LA overflight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But the flight got delayed, so they just changed it to LAX to Boston.
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying? So usually it's you can sneak out, but because of the delay, they're like, "We got you. We're gonna put you right to Boston, no problem." And I was like, "Ha ha, ha, yeah, thanks." Couldn't get out of it. So then I got to Boston at 1:30 a.m. I had to take a 2:15 a.m. bus to New York, right? And it was just like the most harrowing.
That's horrid.
Horrid. I tell my dad all this, and he's like, "And?"
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? And it pissed me off. I'm like, you know what? You want to be in my life now. You want the updates. you don't want to give a fuck though. I was like, bitch, this fucking energy.
He wants
of like,
to be actively inactive.
You want to be like, you want to hear me dispassionately and not be engaged in my emotions. I felt like a little girlfriend. I was
He
like,
just wants to keep tabs on you, is what it is.
Yeah, this is not conversation
It's
time.
like, what's this shit got to do with me?
This is
But
not,
keep going.
This is not tea time gossip hour.
Yeah.
We're not doing a gay hangout. We'll be talking about feelings. It's like you just give me like a ledger of your activities, and I know whether or not to hit you more or less because of it. But I was like, you know what? I was a little, and maybe I'm on my white girl feelings, but I'm like, why do you want me to call then? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to call, we're going to do this thing now where you're in the twilight years and we're going to really connect, and I'm going to call you every day, and I'm going to give you some love and some connection that, let's be honest, was not given for a long time growing up, right? It was dispassionate growing up. But now in twilight, you know, I want the passion, says dad. I'm like, okay, I'll give you the passion. I'm a loving guy. I'm gonna be your son. I might say I love you pretty soon. I'm working up to it.
Listen, being mean is a habit.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like, that's his juice. That's his crack. That's the thing. That's the fix that he needs every day.
Jesus Christ.
And
sorry, Dad. And so you got butt ripped and...
Well, you know what? It's because it's like, now you're an adult man.
I know.
And so he's just like, you're a pussy. He needs to flex on you.
I know. Everyone wants to flex on your boy. And you know what I think it is? I'm smiling too much. I've been giving too much of a little wood nymph vibe.
Everybody wants to flex on you, dude. I feel like it's gotten better. Now they don't.
I know.
But generally, people always do want to try and flex on you when they can. And it never goes good for them either. Because when you're the guy who's coming with the energy of like, I'm about to flex on this guy, you've already lost.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it's like, I think, happy-go-lucky is an energy people always want to flex on. But you already know this is why we're besties, that it's happy-go-lucky merged with high level of awareness, right? If it was just happy-go-lucky, you'd be like, fucking, this guy sucks, right?
Or just like, he's annoying and there's not much there.
Not much there, right? Yeah. The awareness means I understand exactly what you're doing. And
well, the awareness means that you're fucking funny, though, too. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
you be making motherfuckers laugh.
Right.
It's like, you'll say some really wild shit.
Right. But it's like...
What was the thing that you said to Zuby when we were in LA?
What?
It was the funniest thing. We were all laughing at a bunch of shit. The one thing you said made me laugh really hard and made her hit you really hard. We were at Dupart's Deli. And we were talking about LA or something and like what it means to be an attractive person in LA or be like hot in LA and then you're like, like Zuby, yeah. I mean, you grew up in Queens, that's fine. Zuby, Queens, that's great. I fucking exploded with laughter, and then she fucking decked you in the arm. You're like, what?
Ah, you Queens. You're hot for a Bristol.
But it was really the most savage burn. Dude. It was like a sibling level burn of that's how hard I'm going to go.
I really be on, because Zuby's my girl.
Yeah.
And I'd be saying some stuff that's like, maybe this is a little too, like, there's some things that are very intense, like the Queens thing.
Yeah.
Also, not married at 34 is a sore spot, and I'd be really just fucking...
She doesn't want to be married.
No, but it's just the concept of it, bro.
Yeah,
like the Bengaliness of it. But you gotta be careful with your female friends how far you go. Like, it's fun, but also there's limits into the roastability.
Listen, they can only handle a certain level of...
I know.
Like, you can't really roast.
You can't really roast.
a woman.
You can't really roast a woman.
You know, like it doesn't. It's not. It's
next time a girl tells me like a really sad story, I don't care how bad it is. I'll pause and I'll be like, and so what? Roofied and. Swear to God, what a stopper! I'd have to give my dad some like fucking. You're just such a like Indian Kolkata act out, ass, like 50s fucking brown guy act out.
Your dad's a G.
He really
an OG.
The more I talk to him,
he's a GJI, but he's also an OG.
He's an OG.
Yeah,
OG. The more I talk to him, the more I'm like, this guy needs to be Pranav's dad. Like, you guys are in a lot of ways like the same kind of. I keep thinking this.
I already have my dad. My dad's like more chill.
Yeah.
But my dad is still a hard ass, more or less.
I just keep thinking how much you would like my dad. I just feel like you would just love
I do
my
like your dad a lot.
Dude. He's just
he's Islamophobic.
He really is. You think you hate Islam, dude? You think?
I'm kidding.
No.
Kidding, losers.
Like,
calm down,
Pranav has like, he has a reason to, right? But my dad also like.
No, that's the thing. I don't really. Your dad does though.
He does.
He grew up.
He knows them. He knows them.
I just do it for fun.
It's the same way like Italians. You kind of get the racism because the poor whites. They came across the black energy and they didn't like, and they were actually attacked. But some in the mansion white guys, you never met a black person. Why are you so angry at them?
Yeah.
Same thing with my dad. It's like, you were in the muck, weren't you? Like he read the Quran and finished it. He's like, I don't like this book.
Yeah.
So
that is an interesting thing about racism though, because for me, I'm like, I don't get it when somebody's like, bro, you live in North Dakota.
What black guy
are you saying? Get on the A train at 9:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll allow you to be racist.
This is the part we're going to cut out.
No! I just love how, whenever Pranav talks a joke, he tells a joke about retards, we're like, no, that's a great insight. And I'd say black people once are like, hold it down, everyone! Run away! Run! Anyway, you're a retard,
you know why?
please.
Because you go hard with, act outs, too. So it's not just saying a thing. Then it's like, what's going on up in here and up in your small-ass business, bitch? Hey, what's going on up in this small-ass business with my big-ass dick up in here? So you'll go. You'll paint a picture.
You're doing it right now, but you're doing it on me, so it's okay.
And I love getting away with it in
the
that
white
way.
guys who said the N-word during karaoke, it's all good. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Jesus.
I'm saying in Japanese. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
I'm otaku. Everyone knows it. Hilarious. You know who was saying it? The N-word?
Who?
South Africans at this cricket match I was at.
Really?
Jesus
I thought
Christ.
they said the K word for
No,
them, right?
they were.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but...
All right. Whatever.
Because it's an Arab word, actually.
Yeah, I learned it there in Boca. They were like, you can't say that. Dude, it was like they were saying the N-word. It's like these little Durban-looking Indians were saying it.
Whoa.
It's weird, bro.
Really?
Yeah, weird. Well, I also think cricket creates a jingoism that's very intense. I was in that match.
It does.
And if you showed me a Pakistani, I'd show you a dead one. You know what I'm saying? I was in there. Something about being with your people and screaming. You're like, I could raid a village right now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the biggest British own
Dude.
of all times. It's just being, on the way out the door, let's throw the monkeys a little ball and watch them fight over it. Yes, fight monkeys, fight over the ball.
But it's so true. But here's the thing: once they start, the monkeys are winning.
I know.
It became Planet of the Apes.
I know.
Where we started killing them in their own.
Together, apes strong.
Yeah, it's like these monkeys are beating us at their own game.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It was a very nationalistic vibe, dude. I was very much like,
So it was strong there?
Just strong, dude. And we were playing well. So I was like, really just like.
Because I posted that video that I saw, Harshal sent it to me actually.
Yeah.
Of the Pakistani guy who was celebrating and dancing.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's all one thing. We're all Indians actually at the end of the day. Akan Bharat, Jai Hind. That's a wrap, you know?
I mean, here's the thing, dude. It was like a bunch of Bengalis.
They get more heated over cricket, though, generally.
It's very intense. And then Kaniz, love her. She had a South African flag in the middle of this Bengali group.
Yeah.
This whole just sea of Bengalis, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, go South Africa, go! And I'm like,
I saw you just straight faced.
It's about to be some fucking bus justice, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God.
Like it was
Some
that
bustis?
some bustis, that bus justice. And it was like, oh my God. You could see like
Don't
these
say that. You cannot say bus justice. Dude. What the
It was gnarly. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Is that a new word?
No, it's just so wrong. So we're not even going to go into it. Continue, Usama. Continue, please.
I'm obviously joking. But the energy was just
Obviously, you're joking. Yes.
Please, guys.
100% you were joking.
But it was that vibe of like, Kanese Ixnay on the fucking South African day. It was, because these uncles they're not nice little uncle boys. These are like DMers, you know? Bad boy DMers, please, baby. And they're all surrounding Kanese, and Kanese just
hey, what's up, guys? Because Kanese's got that like camp counselor energy.
Camp counselor, dude,
You know?
and already like misogyny's already at 1,000.
Yeah, at 1,000.
You know, with every one of your Chaiwala uncles, and here comes this like lady who's 42 and unmarried, and just like, woo, South Africa, it's my favorite. And then she's like rubbing the flag in some uncle's face, like, and I'm like, once this breaks down, I can't protect you, honey.
Yeah.
In fact, I might join it. I'm just kidding, but it was full of like Jesus, the mob mentality, the danger, the excitement, the elation, plus the destruction of your own brain that happens when you're in a mob of like your own peers. It just slowly everyone gets dumber, and the dumbest person becomes everyone's IQ. You start screaming and and then like, and he's like, whoa, like fuck up. But it was fine. It was all love. But you can see like, you can see why like in soccer games people just start fires randomly. Like the dumbest white people in Manchester just start like a random fire in the audience or whatever. Sports is so dumb.
That's why I don't really follow sports. I'd like to say it's because I think it's dumb, but I just never got into it.
Well, it is
I almost felt emasculated by that, by the way. The fact that like I never really got into sports. I was like, damn, I feel like I'm less of a man. But I always like combat sports.
Right. I mean, dude, sports.
So I'm the most manly in that way, and then I'm like, fuck the ball. I'm gonna dominate you with a gun.
Yeah, but then you see like UFC is just humping really, and you're like,
it is
back to
it
gay
really
again.
Is. It's all very erotic.
If you watch one full match, you're like, this is just humping.
No, it's just like,
you know,
in the terms that they use, like he's ground and pound. This guy's got an amazing ground and pound game.
He's penetrating.
Like ground and pound is like a sophisticated term for something. Oh, his ground and pound is excellent. It's like, that's just being a savage, but also sexual. Yeah. I'm going to give you a ground and pound,
Can we
babe.
outlaw real quick the UFC like straddle and punch thing?
Yeah.
That's got to be the lamest move I've ever seen in
It's not
combat.
a move. That's just when you're fucking
doing it.
When you're doing it.
Let's outlaw that.
There was like he imposed his will on him. I'm like, this is all
he
too...
penetrated his defense.
Yeah.
And now his butthole is bared. Ready for action.
Stop imposing your will on me, babe.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, sports are great in the way that I don't love the culture around it, but I love the idea of people working their bodies to the extreme to do something.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome. Like, there's stories of like people like going to the umpth degree, like we do, like just going all the way for something, for a dream. Love that. Yeah. But when you have some like corpulent fucking Minnesota guy going like, go Vikings, it's like, you're dumb. You're a dumb idiot. And you're using this as a way to offset any real growth because you can feel awesome because that guy did the work.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about sports in general. But the actual concept of that guy working his ass off to do the best he could possibly do and defeat people is cool as fuck. That's very anime.
Yeah, it is. It is cool.
So it's like a weird thing seeing like all my Bengali brethren, in the same space. And I became a little nasty, dude. I'll be honest.
Did you really?
Bro, I remember.
You got caught up like that?
No, bro. It was like kind of, I don't feel good about it. There's one moment, I'm almost ashamed to even say this, but maybe you'd like it because you like when I go off the deep end.
Yeah, okay. Let's hear it.
We get to our seats, right? And the energy's like, right? Like I'm Bengali. I'm fucking like yelling, Joy Bangla. I'm like in there. Me and Zubi are going crazy. We're like Bengali people in this. And we get to our seats, and there's two, like an auntie and like another uncle just sitting there.
Oh no, bus justice about to go down.
Bus justice.
Oh no, Bengali bus justice.
Bengali, that BBS, that BBJ. We think they're in our seats. So I start like immediately yelling at them. Bro, it was so lame. I was like, hey, get up, what are you doing? Hey, get up. I became that guy.
Wow.
And it was
that's the opposite of who you are, actually.
I know. It's not me at all. But it was 7 seats, and I saw 5.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the ones on the left.
Yeah.
It was the ones on the right, actually, but I didn't understand that because they were part of one larger group.
Yeah.
So I was like, it must be these 2 fuckers. I started doing the shooing motion. Hey!
Whoa.
I said, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, pussy, please. Please, Bobs. Go, Bobs. I was yelling at them, dude. And nobody checked me on it. Everyone's kind of like in the same group, like, yeah. I'm like yelling, yeah, ha. They start yelling back. Like, yeah.
Were they Bengali too?
Bengali too, right? Oh. So they're giving back Bengali, 2 buses meet in a grassy knoll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And eventually we looked at the tickets and they're fine. And we had to kick out the other people who were on the... But I just was like, who the fuck was that? Doing the shoe motion.
Yeah, dude.
I'm auntie. To a fucking auntie. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of that. If you're watching this, which you are, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Wow, that is so unlike you.
It's not me at all.
Because I didn't even know you really followed cricket like that.
I don't really follow cricket. There was a time when... all these guys are old right now. Yeah. All the stars, Shakib Al Hasan and Mustafiz Rahman and all these guys. 10 years ago, like 2015, they were in the scene, young players. They're like, dude, Bangladesh was killing it.
Right.
Started to become a world power. It was like amazing.
Yeah.
I was in during that time. It's still the same team. And so I know those guys. I don't really follow cricket, but I love my country. I love Bangladesh, Bengalis. I got into it. Like the T20 is like a quick.
You do get into it. And the thing is, like, I never watch sports on my own, but I'll have friends who like sports. Like I have a really good friend. His name's Antonio. I don't give a fuck about soccer, but every time Real Madrid plays or Spain is playing, Euro Cup or whatever. Yeah. We go in there. Every time I watch it with him, I get caught up in it. I'm like,
dude, it's
toma, I don't know. Yo te puta, what the fuck are you doing?
Do they have hot dogs? Hot dogs.
They did not have hot dogs there.
Do they have like special food?
Do they have chaat?
They didn't do anything. In fact, they didn't. They played Tiesto all day. It was so weird. They could have had a chance to make some Bengali.
Well, what's been the upshot now of the matches? Who's won?
So
my mom sent a celebratory Pakistan's out text to the whole family,
which was great.
So they're out. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Auntie. They beat Pakistan a couple of days ago, but not enough to win.
Who did?
Pakistan. But they're out.
Pakistan beat Pakistan?
No, Pakistan beat Canada.
Canada.
But they really ostensibly beat Pakistan again.
Yeah.
H1 visa, Pakistan, basically. Basically, Bangladesh beat Netherlands yesterday or 2 days ago. Sunday is a match with Nepal. And so I think we're good, though. I think we're going to get into the next round.
Where's India at?
India's good. India won against... Well, they lost against USA.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, right. Well, they won. They lost against India.
India beat India.
Yeah.
And again, not on some like part-time bullshit. Like these guys are like working at Oracle.
So India, Pakistan and India both lost to the USA team?
No. I think USA didn't fight Pakistan yet.
They did. They beat Pakistan.
Oh, they did.
It was Pakistan who lost to the USA.
Sorry. Yeah. India was fine. India didn't lose. India's already, I think, in the Super 8. They're already good. They beat enough teams. I think we're good as well. Pakistan lost. But then you see the team. I saw the teams. I was like, man, Pakistan looking like a bunch of fucking, street vendors, man. They got like the, it's like the only sport where you can like be fat and still play.
Baseball is a little
baseball
bit like
also,
that,
you know what I'm saying? Those guys.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was fun, dude. It was a fun. You'd have loved it, bro. It's just
I would have. I was bummed I couldn't come.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Was bummed I couldn't come.
I wanna maybe get into it. I just think, but I think it's dangerous when you have nations fighting.
It is, and that's the thing. It's all sports is just a stand-in for dumb nationalism. You know what I mean?
Well, it's more simple if it's like Chicago versus New York. It's like the beef is like hot dogs are better in Chicago. Yeah. But with Bangladesh, Pakistan, it's like genocide happened 30 years ago.
I know.
The beef is real.
It's still too real. It's still
too
the problem.
Real. With cities, it's like Seattle versus Des Moines. It's fun. Yeah. It's like chill. There's no.
Yeah.
Des Moines didn't go into Seattle and murder a bunch of their family members.
Yeah, it's just always a proxy for warfare, right? And you know what I actually think is interesting is that as time evolves, the balls of sports get smaller. And to me, that's like the evolution of warfare in a weird way,
Why
right? Because, like, you know, you take the football or basketball where one man is just carrying the ball and running it to get to the other place to put it in the goal, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a bomb almost, right? And thus you win and you get a point.
Sure.
And then the balls keep getting smaller. And then at the final end of that trajectory, you have like golf.
Yeah.
Right? And in golf, it's just like, no, it's just one small ball. It just needs to go in one small hole. And when it does, you fucking, if you get that hole in one... Right, that's like an atomic bomb. Then,
right. So what's the concept here?
Just the evolution of warfare, right? From becoming more tactile, manual, right, down to a man on man fighting, right, all the way to
big ass.
Yeah,
I mean, David.
Many bombs leading to just then one bomb.
The smallest. I like it.
It's not a perfect theory, just something I kind of
barely
thought of.
anything, but
barely anything there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure golf's older than football and basketball. Right?
Is it?
Yeah, golf is one of the oldest games ever. Yeah,
It started in Scotland.
the first white guy. Yeah, Adam and Eve played it, I think. They did this thing called the Scottish Commonwealth Games or whatever. Where like they would like every year they would like do these like massive
cornhole. Cornhole was actually the game I was thinking of. Was a cornhole. No.
Yeah, I think the Assyrians were playing golf. PGA Assyrian Tour. But I mean, dude, the idea of like, competition and being like, like the old Greeks when they were like doing Olympics naked. You know what I'm saying? Like that concept of like man fighting man for dominance.
Yeah.
That's an old age. That's a deep thing.
No, that's gay.
It's gay?
I mean, naked wrestling?
I mean,
tell me how that's not
it's gay when I do it. Okay, nah.
Well, it's only gay if you're hard.
You don't think they were hard?
I don't think.
Or is that when they stop the match? It's like, the match is over. This guy's hard now.
Actually, the loser is the one who gets hard first.
Yeah.
That's actually how Greco-Roman wrestling
He was
works.
pinned down, but he wasn't hard. I win! But even though he's like totally pinned down, the guy is hard. I mean, dude, I think it's the biggest kind of thing, the oldest idea of like competitive genes.
Yeah.
How do I show you that I'm better than you?
Oh, it's all about dominance. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so weird because Indians and Pakistanis are so like demented against each other on cricket or whatever. But then when you look at the border, they're just doing all these like, I'm in a peacock in front of you. Look at me. Look at my dance. It's a much haughtier dance than yours.
If you look, it's like literally the dialectic is like nuclear power, like atomic bomb. What's going to happen? Then you go to the border. It's like step up 3.
I know, exactly.
It's like, is Channing Tatum the choreographer for this? They're doing the little hot walks.
Yeah, the little hot walk. They're prancing around in front of each other like, check out my butt. Check out my butt, Pakistan. Look at my butt.
They're wearing feathers.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look at me
exactly.
as I walk
Wearing a
away.
bunch of feather. It's like peacocking, literally. Check out my plumage.
Step up 4, DMZ. Are y'all ready? They're dancing in the rain, like that final rain scene they always have. It's hot. It's sexy.
It's fucking annoying.
You know what I'm saying? Paula Abdul's then like, go. You got this, guys. She's like choreographer for the DMZ. Do they do that on the North Korea, South Korea side or no? There's no dancing.
Hell no. Hell no.
There's no dancing.
They do like boy band dances with each other, like K-pop boy banding.
John haircuts just like,
No, Koreans are way too aggressive to even want to joke about.
There's not
a thing. You know what I mean? Like
they're
that.
intense.
Yeah.
I was going into like some just like those history videos, watching like some Ethiopian, Italian shit, and just like I'm trying to get into like the Korean War stuff now, and I'm reading a little bit about it. And I'm like, this was nasty.
The Korean War.
The Korean War
is
is
extremely
nasty.
fucked.
I did not know how nasty. I was like, this is gnarly.
It's very gnarly.
And this is like dark powers in the background coming in. I was like, we don't talk about this enough.
No, I mean, like
how the fuck did this not go awry for both countries?
If you look at the actual history of things, at the very beginning, the North Koreans were really kind of the heroes.
Right.
Of everything, right? Because they were the ones who kicked out all the colonial powers, right? They were the anti-colonial force. They kicked out the Japanese. They wanted to kick out everybody, right? The Russians, all that.
Yeah.
And the South Koreans were really the first regime of presidents and statesmen from South Korea. They were all Japanese-speaking military officers in the Japanese Imperial Army.
Sympathetic to that kind of sort of imperialist ideal.
I don't even know if you'd say that, right? Because they have a very prideful nation, as any nation is. But, they were all very Japanese influence. And the whole structure of doing the economy and everything was completely modeled on the Japanese, right?
Right. Everything was, right?
And the North Koreans were going to win if the U.S. had not done some serious dirt at Incheon.
Right. So they came in and they just juiced up the whole
Curtis
South
LeMay.
Korea.
They did horrible massacres. We're going to keep talking about the Korean War, I guess.
Sure. Come on down. Patreon.
Your mango day.